Hello students, today we are going to discuss the exercise 3V from your third chapter fractions. So in this exercise we are going to solve some questions related to equivalent fractions. I think there is no any doubt in equivalent fractions. Okay, the first question from this exercise is write the equivalent fractions shown in these pictures. Some pictures are given and we have to write the equivalent fractions according to the pictures what are given. So one question is already done for you how to write. So the first one, what is already given, the answers. One circle is divided in the first one into two parts, and out of those two parts one part is shaded. So for these pictures, for this circle, the fraction is 1/2. The second circle is the same size as like the first circle. So in this circle, the circle is divided into 8 parts. Out of these 8 parts, 4 parts are shaded. So for this circle, the fraction is 4/8. But here, the portion is same. Only the number of parts are more as compared to first circle, but the region is same. We can see. Okay, so these are equivalent fractions 1/2 and 4/8. Similarly, for this, in this circle, the circle is divided into 4 parts. Out of those 4 parts, 1 parts are shaded. So for this circle, the fraction is 1/4. In second circle, the circle is divided into 8 parts. Out of those 8 parts, 2 parts are shaded, and we can see the shaded region in first circle as well as the shaded portion in second circle are same. Only the number of parts is more in second circle. So we can represent the circle by the fraction. 2 shaded portion is here, so 2, and whole parts are 8. So 2/8 is the equivalent fraction. Similarly, C. There is a rectangle. In first one, 2/5 because 5 parts are there. Out of those 5 parts, 2 parts are shaded, so 2/5. Similarly, you do this one and solve this one also. Okay. In the numerator, you have to write the shaded portion, and in the denominator, you have to write the whole, how many parts are there, total number of parts. Okay, the second one. Write the next 4 equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. And we know how we can get the equivalent fractions. We are getting by multiplication. So in this case, you just multiply. 3/5, 3/4, 2/9, 5/7 are given. So first, and we know we have to multiply the same number in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So for 3/5, you have to multiply. If we multiply 1, then that is same, no? So you just don't do it. 3/5 into 2. This is an equivalent fractions. Multiply 3 in numerator as well as in the denominator. Similarly, 4 and 5 you multiply and find out the next 4 equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. Again I want to repeat, in each fraction you just multiply the same number in the numerator as well as in the denominator, and in this way you find the next 4 equivalent fractions for 3 by 5, then 3 by 4, 2 by 9 and 5 by 7 for each fraction. That means for 3 by 5 you have to find out 4 equivalent fractions. Similarly for 3 by 4 you have to find 4 equivalent fractions, 2 by 9 and 5 by 7 also. Okay. And we know one example is already given in your book. In example 3, page number 42, write next 4 fractions equivalent to 2 by 5. Similarly, you can do that one. The second questions. Okay. The third questions, fill in the boxes with the correct numbers to make the fractions true. In this case, we know using the division we can get equivalent fractions, and using the multiplication also we can get. So here to solve this question, the multiplication and division, by multiplication and division we can solve it. So first one, 5 by 6 is equal to 20 by dash. How we will get? Here the numerator is 5, in the second fraction 20. That means there must be multiplication. If we will do division, then we will get the lesser one, but here 20 is the greater one as compared to 5. So here multiplication is done. So how we will convert 5 is into 20? By multiplying 4, because 5 into 4 is equal to 20 we know. If we multiply to the numerator 4, then we have to multiply the same number in the denominator also. So 6 into 4 is equal to 24. So here 24. Okay. The B, 77 by 110. The equivalent fractions each in the equivalent fraction, the denominator is 10, which is the lesser one as compared to the first fraction 110. So here division is done. So how we will convert 110 into 10? If you divide 110 by 11, then only we can get 10. We know in the table of 11, 11 tens are 110. So in this way, divided 11, if you divide the denominator 110 by 11, then only we will get 10. Similarly, in the numerator also we have to divide by 11. So 77 divided by 11 is equal to 7, because 11 7 is 77. So here 7. In this way, you try to find out and solve all the questions from question number 3. If there is greater one as compared to the first fraction, then there is multiplication. If that is lesser one as compared to first fraction, then there is division. Okay. In this way, you try to solve it. On the next class, we will discuss the fourth question and other questions from exercise 3B. Okay, thank you.